Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Friday. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. Um, let's get started. So, hey, please hit the like button um, and the subscribe button as well. Turn your notifications. All right, so I wanted to go over just going back to basics. And basics is basically going back to um, some of the fundamentals of trading. And so I was really never a trend line type of trader, but it is part of a basic uh, starting point to understanding market structure with support and resistance and trend lines, etc. And so I started implementing it the last 3 days, and drastically, my trading has improved a lot. And that's just going back to basics. Sometimes we have to go back to basics to get things um, going again. I wasn't really in a slump, but I felt like I could improve some trade setups after I would take it. I just didn't like how price action was forming, but if I would have been using my basic training, I could have easily saw those. So I want to go back and I want to go over this play right here. This is a Euro USD, and I was right here at this part of the trade last night. Okay, and basically we're going to keep it simple. The rule is if it breaks the trend line, all right, we look to go short. If it breaks this top trend line, we look to go north. All right. Now this was a previous price point level based off this particular move. However, this failed. All right. We had more than 100% retracement. So this invalidated this impulsive move. But this impulsive move, this was the target based off this impulsive move. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and remove that. All right. But what you see right here, um, just do this. This move here, and then a break to the downside is similar to this move here and break to the downside. And I'm just going to show you a simple thing that if I would have did it using going back to basics, I could have capitalized off of this move. All right. So let's do a bar replay to go back to last night. Actually, let's go back further. If you hear something in the background, my kids are doing virtual, so you may hear some other noise in the background. All right, so we was in this area. All right, now typically if I saw something like this, I'm like, oh, I'm going long. No, no, I to define this is exactly what we are looking for. All right, we gotta have rules to this. All right, so this is my top trend line. All right, and then I took another trend line from the bottom from this candle and here. Okay. All right. So I told myself if it breaks above, I would look to take the trade long, possibly get a pullback, get add onto the position, take it up. All right. Same thing down here. If it breaks, take it. If it comes back, you add, or you can wait if you are a conservative type trader. The first breakout is for aggressive traders. This is for people who want a little bit more confirmation on a retest, and we take it down. Okay. Okay. So this is scenario. There's no buying, there's no selling. There's nothing to do right now. Now, if that's your rule, then you can do it. But according to this plan of this using these trend lines, I'm not doing anything until price either breaks below or above. All right. So I can bracket this by putting in conditional orders. All right. So you remember we went over uh, buy limits, sell stops. All right. Y'all make sure you save this. It'll help you. So order place above the price and it keeps going up, we're gonna put a buy stop. So buy stop go here. Okay. We want to do a sell stop down here because I was going to sleep. All right. It was almost I don't know, almost 1 something in the morning, 12 something in the morning. I mean, yeah, midnight, 1 o'clock. So I was ready to go to bed. So I wasn't gonna sit up here and watch this. All right. So what we want is we want um, any order to trigger. So we bracket it. So you can put in two orders. Put one from up here, one down here. Now, some brokers have conditional things, meaning that if this triggers, cancel out this one. If this one triggered, cancel out that one. Some brokers don't have that, but they got conditional things that you can add to your order to be advanced. All right, then you got a buy limit. All right, so this is below. All right, so let's say I want to have a buy order down here. If price reaches down here, automatically buys it. All right, and we don't have to be here to monitor. All right, same thing, sell limit. Let's say you got a price it's going to come up in this area here. You may not be there to do anything. So as soon as price hits the top of this channel or something, you may have a sell limit to take it down. So your I didn't mean to do that, but so your sell limit will be triggered right here. Sell limit. So sell limit is above, buy limit is below. All right, so we can set these. Okay, so now I want to get the downside target. Let's take these off. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take the length of this leg and I'm going to move it over. And there's multiple ways you can get uh, targets. All right, and I just do like 80% of it. I don't go all the way down to the tip. Spot it in this area. That's just me. I don't ever go to the extreme. Okay. But you also can use your fib extension. People have heard me use that before. All right. So you could have it down here as well. You can do this. That could work. So these are possible zones. All right. But we don't know which one will be hit. Same thing up here. You just take the fib extension and pop, it could be up here, or just take this measurement because it's sort of like a pole. All right. And you want to put it on top. That's basically what it feel if this was a flat pattern, whatever. So you take your box. And you can put it up there if you want. But anyway, so you see how that is. Now, this is a good thing to go back to basics. Most people say this is a bull flag or pennant. Some people interchangeably use the terms, whatever. They are a little different. All right. Uh, so this is a bull flag pennant type pattern. Normally we think it's going to go up, right? But what happened was it didn't. But if you follow rules, you should not be taking this trade north until it breaks this trend line. It's a little better confirmation. Even if it do break it, it still can come back down. All right, you can have false breakouts, but that's why you have protected stops at important key levels. All right, same thing, just downside. This is not bearish right now. This is not neither bullish or bearish until it makes a significant move. All right, so let's go ahead and play it. All right, boom. We get the break, and you sort of get a form of a retest too. But now we're in the trade. It's been executed. All right, stop loss. It's going to go above either this level or extreme this level. Okay. The reason why some people may put their stop loss above this level is because they also can have conditional orders, meaning if price happens to come up here and take out this their stop loss here, they may simultaneously have another order that triggers to keep it going long. All right, or they may manually come in and wait for a retest this trend line and then take it north. So it's different methods you can use. All right, now we're starting to see a lot more break to the downside. All right, so we get a retest now. It's not a retest of up here on this trend line or anything. Okay, and we could possibly come back up here. Price could have came up here, but you're still is bearish going down. Why you have a low, higher low, low, higher low, lower low, higher low, low. All right. So we're still in a downtrend. All right. So now we're really getting down there. Now this candle right here, this is a retest of what? Look left. Look left. The still market structure. All right. Look at all this is structure. So let's go ahead and let's do this. I'm gonna move all these off so it looks a little bit cleaner. Let's go back. Yeah. All right, and then we're gonna do a box for structure. Right, all this is market structure. Okay. So look at price came back. So if you felt like you missed the trade right here, you can be patient and you can wait for price to come back into structure, which it did, and now you can take the trade. All right. The first immediate target will always be back to recent structure. So this is where we will the first target would be. And it got close. Normally if it's this close, I probably would have just went on and took profit if I was manually looking at it. Okay. All right. We're in the green now. We're good. If you held on. All right, boom. Now we up to date. Look, we targets hit, right? Smashed, all right? So remember, we still took the measurement of this. We still got potentially some downside. All right. So we're up. How many pips to our target? It's about 36 pips to be realistic. I don't think I would have held it down to the 40s, but yeah, 36 is pretty decent. All right. But this is all based on me saying, hey, I need to get back to basics. I do, I still can use some other stuff like, moving averages. So prices below all the moving averages, we don't ever want to trade against it. This is a sign of bearish pressure, right? So if it's bearish pressure, We don't want to go against this. I'm not looking for any buying opportunities. The old me would try to anticipate. Like this move here, this pin bar move, it's showing bullish pressure coming in the market. And what I would do is to try to anticipate. So instead of trying to extract every last pip out of the market, I'm being more patient now to allow things to just flow and come to me. I don't have to chase that exact pip. All right. So let's say somebody did get in right here and all of a sudden price just rallies on up to the upside. Yeah, somebody's great right here, but at the same time, I know if that key level right here is broken, all right, there's certain things that have to be broken. I know that I can wait for a retest or whatnot, or I can find, better entry points um, on the chart. Let's see this thing is. All right. So we don't always have to be in a rush, guys. The market's going to be here. You will miss some moves, but overall, the market is efficient enough to give you other opportunities. All right. So once again, I'm not going long until it breaks this trend line. That's just part of the basics. Getting back to basics, understanding this. Okay. Um. So yeah, that's where I'm at. You know. At this moment. Okay. So yeah, like I said, just keep things basic. Go back. See, look, perfect. Look. So I ain't even. I didn't set. I was supposed to. All right. You see this? This is a U.S. dollar Canadian. I did this last night. All right. I did last night. I did the trends. So let me show you. Let me take the trends off so I can show you exactly what I was doing. I told you I went back to basics and things just started clicking. All right. Don't make this thing difficult. Now look, I took I took price. I took the trend line from this price from this candle down. All right. This was shaping up as a bear flag, but if price would start to break above from here, this trend line, I knew that could rally possibly up to the next area of the trend. All right. So that was one. Okay. Then the next one was if it breaks this, we're going north, which it did right here. Boom. It broke. And you got to what? Retest. So it breaks here, and then price comes back down to retested this area, and then it took off. So that's what the retest I was talking about. But this played out beautifully. All right. So I missed this trade. I didn't set my remember buy stop. All right. I didn't set buy stop, which I should have. All right. So I was distracted. Well, I wasn't really paying attention, I guess you could say. But look at this thing went 59 pips. Okay, so if I was trading this, I would probably be looking at this market structure right here if it breaks this, or possibly look to get out at the next area of market structure, which is right here too. So look at these as stops. So stop signs or stop zones or whatever, for where you could take profit at. So this would have been one area, and of course this could have been a second area to get out at. So I don't want to be greedy and try to hold a position all the way up to the top. All right. I want to get out of key areas and just stay consistent with that. And overall, you'll just be profitable. All right. So now you guys see again. So guess what we can do now? We can take these trend lines off. All right, let's just go ahead and remove everything. And now we can go ahead and get ready um, to do our next trend line. I have to start here. All right. So we won't be taking any shorting till that is possibly broken. Okay. Now this is where your fib levels could come in at to help, and you could get key levels to where price could retrace down to like the 61% or the 78. All right, guys, I'm gonna finish this up, man. Y'all have a nice one. Have a great weekend. All right.